Sonic Rangers is probably the most important title in the Sonic franchise series. We need to have this game be successful, and I've been thinking about how can you make Sonic work in an open world environment, because let's be real, the last time that kind of worked in a semi open world environment was Sonic Adventures and Sonic Adventures 2. After that, we haven't had a open world-esque type of environment for Sonic until Sonic Unleashed, but Sonic wasn't really moving at a high pace, he was kind of walking in some instances. Now, how would you make Sonic work in an open world environment? How large will the world have to be to allow Sonic to traverse around it without it feeling small? How fast can Sonic move in this open world environment? What can you do in this open world environment? And the things that you collect, do they have other side benefits to it? And most importantly, will you be rewarded for exploring the world? Because one of the big aspects that made Zelda Breath of the Wild so much fun to play is that it was rewarding to actually explore the environment. Your time wasn't wasted just moving around the world. Everything that you did was rewarding you. There was creative ways to traverse certain aspects. It's like, that's all, you get the idea. So let's just talk about Sonic speed in the open world environment. Sonic will have to move at a certain pace, regardless. Like, Sega will have to, bind Sonic to a certain speed, because obviously if he moves with the boost formula, it's gonna be stupid, so he has to move at a certain speed. Now here's two things that we need to consider. A, will there be a story narrative that explains why Sonic isn't moving as fast as he should be? Or B, will this be momentum based? So will we be rewarded for moving and traversing the open world efficiently enough to continue to gain speed? That's the big aspect that a lot of people want. They want to be rewarded for being able to move, traverse, and utilize everything that Sonic has to offer to keep up their speed. And at the same time, if there is a narrative behind why Sonic isn't moving fast in this open world, it has to make sense. So let's say if Sonic moves at a certain pace outside the cyberspace, he will naturally disrupt the environment and destroy it, because that you could tie it in with the whole cyberspace thing, how if he's moving too fast he'll destroy the environment. Yeah, that makes sense. The open world, I think the open world needs to feel like a playground. So it can't be a plain forest. It can't be a plain forest with mountains and things like that, nature. This is a Sonic game. We have to have multiple environments that tie into each other, so we can have, for example, how do I draw in MMOs when you want to go from one one zone to another zone, there's a loading screen. We can't have that. So if I want to go to, let's say, a green hill like area and then traverse myself from there to like a, how do I put it, like a casino area, the transition needs to be smooth and fun to obviously get there. There needs to be obstacles, there needs to be enemies spawned all over the place, and it just needs to feel like I'm going through an adventure in a sense. I don't know how to explain this. An open world Sonic game is something that many of us haven't really thought too much about. We've wanted it, but we've never really given it too much thought about it. I think Sonic Utopia kind of tried to play around with that aspect, and it was fun for the most part because it was a momentum based, so you were rewarded for being able to jump, land, and maintain your speed. Now in this open world, another aspect that I was thinking about is, what can you do? What can you collect? Are the collectibles going to be fun? Are there going to be challenges? Will we be tested in our speed, in our control? Will there be day and night cycles? There's so many questions that I have for this game, and if it's not implemented correctly, it could screw us over. We could have another Sonic Forces in our hands, where we get too hyped up in seeing Sonic move in an environment that's scripted in CGI, but not really think about, will this be fun for the players to play? And you have to separate two types of people. There's the Sonic fans who will obviously enjoy anything. Let's face it, some of our Sonic fans actually like Sonic 06. We are a different type of breed out here. And then there's the casual consumers who don't really care too much about Sonic, but they want to play a fun game. So Sega has to balance these two types of people. Personally for me, an open world Sonic game needs to have momentum based movement. We can't go from 0 to 100 consistently. It will be boring. Adding this aspect of, we can go faster if we go down a slope, we can go faster if we maintain our speeds in certain areas, we can go faster if we do tricks, we can go faster if we kind of do kind of stylish, acrobatic, things of that nature to keep our speeds going. Like, these needs to be challenges that we need to have to keep us going. We need to be able to collect red rings And we also need to be able to collect chows. You could implement a system where the chows that we save from the open world environment, we can do something with them. Chow garden, whatever it is, bring them back. I think that will save. Sonic needs to have a lot of activities. That's what I'm trying to say. The way Sonic Adventures have activities, it has to happen for Sonic Rangers. Because we're no longer relying on Knuckles, Tails, and all the other characters. It's all gonna be Sonic. We don't know if it's gonna be other characters. And if they are, how will they be implemented? I mean, we could do this simple thing of swapping between different characters. But I would say, instead of giving us these characters, exploring the world will allow us to unlock these characters. So there's actually motivation to explore the world. So the characters are out there, but they're not gonna give it to you. You're going to have to try and solve mysteries, puzzles, time lapse, whatever it is, to be able to unlock this character. How many zones will there be in this open world? Because as far as I can tell, we're not on a different planet. I don't think we are. This world, obviously, and now that I mention it, cannot be based on Earth. If it's based on Earth, it will be limited. Types of environment that it can create. It has to be based on a different planet. Maybe Mobius. I really know. I'm not too sure, but it's hard for me to speculate because all we have is a trailer and that leak content, that leak scan from 4chan to go off of this. I want this game to be good. They already said that the stages are gonna be like Sonic Generation, Sonic Unleashed. I would prefer if it leaned towards Sonic Unleashed level design because those were probably the best 3D Sonic game designs. Sonic 3D level designs that we've ever had. Nothing has come close to that. I'm sorry to tell you this. We need to have something like that. So it seems like Super Sonic won't be like this powerful thing apparently, but I hope it is. For example, there needs to be bonuses that we don't usually get. So let's say, for example, we collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds and we can go Super at the end of the video game. Now there's a hidden bonus. Collect the pieces of the Master Emerald that have been scattered across the open world, collect them together, bring them to the Angel Island, supercharge the Chaos Emeralds, and you can unlock Hypersonic. And now you can fly around the open world. Well, obviously you can fly around the open world with Super Sonic, but now you can go even faster. I don't know. This Sonic open world game, my god, it's an ambitious thing, honestly. Because let's face it, we've all been saying it and what we want, but this is Sega we're talking about. There's other people disputing the fact that the Sonic Colors Ultimate isn't even a good remake. If they can't even get the remake right, how can we trust them to get this game right? Do you know what I mean? It's tough, because like the boost formula thing, I'm kind of over it at this point. I mean, as long as they get the stages like Unleashed, I'm good. But the open world is where I'm having a big concern. I mean, the last time I played an open world game based on Sonic was Sonic Utopia, and that was fun. That was really fun. There was another game based on the modern Sonic open world as well, fun game that I played, and that was fun too. So it has to be momentum based. I'm sorry, but we cannot have a Sonic that's just going from 0 to 100 every single time. We need to feel rewarded for maintaining our speed as we traverse through the maps. I mean, think about Zelda. What makes Zelda fun? It's the freedom that we have to traverse the world. It's the hidden secrets. It's how the world feels alive while being so freaking empty at the same time. It's the pieces of lores all around the place. It's just, I don't know, there's something about Zelda that in the open world that just works. Now also you have to think about how with Zelda 2 coming out, this game will be compared to to Zelda 2. So that's gonna be a problem for them now, because now they need to like make sure that they don't suck ass, because if they do, they'll end up being compared to the worst version of Zelda. I don't know, I think I'm rambling at this point on. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.